Thanks, Campo and Bryony. Well, we're down here at South Bank, right on the Brisbane River, to celebrate, well, some very important ideals. Liberty.
Viva la Revolution!
Equality.
Viva la Revolution!
And fraternity.
Viva la Emperor!
Thanks, Michael. Michael, you're here today. What does Bastille Day mean for the French?
I think not just the French, but everyone. It's the birth of the modern era. It's about decimal currency. It's about uniform weights and measures. It's about modern ideals of equality, law for all, not just for the rich and the privileged. Rights for all.
Okay.
And those ideals from the revolution, they spread everywhere in less than 50 years.
Bastille Day is not only here in Brisbane, of course, but it's all over the world, right?
Absolutely. It's about French culture, and it's also about recognising the advances that these sort of tumultuous times had.
This is obviously a passion of yours.
Absolutely. Yep. We're soldiers of the 3rd Regiment of Foot and one in Napoleon's army.
Okay. So did you have something to do with the revolution?
Absolutely. These soldiers This is a typical uniform of the Blues in the revolutionary soldiers. It's not terribly different from the ones the soldiers fighting against the royalists were wearing. Liberty,
Equality and fraternity.
Viva la Emperor!
And Mem's down here today. We're going to check out what Bastille Day means to everybody here at the festival. So over to you, Mem.
Thanks, Mike. And now I'm coming to you from Philip, the truffle man, and he's going to tell us about his amazing business.
Thank you, ma'am. Our business is mostly focused on truffles, of course. That started because we're very passionate about truffles. And we started this business from scratch in Australia, importing truffles from France. And now Australia has been growing their own truffles for a few years. So we sell, in winter, we sell Australian truffles. And then in summer, which is winter in Europe, we sell French truffles. So we've got 2 truffle seasons in Australia. We're really lucky. Truffle is quite new on the market and a lot of people don't know what it is. So we have a lot of recipes and advice, and you don't have to buy a big truffle, you can buy a small one and try. We also have products like the truffle pasta that you can use, and you don't need to put a lot of truffle to cook a good dish. A few grams per person is often enough.
And what's your favorite truffle recipe?
Oh, that's a good one. I love the pasta with truffles. Risotto is really amazing. I also love the just scrambled eggs with butter and truffles, salt, pepper, and that's all. That's really nice. There are quite a few. Today we're making potato onion soup, and we shave fresh truffles on top of it, and that's just so nice. Come and try.
Okay, thank you. It is delicious, absolutely delicious. Much better than the last time I had it, and that was at a restaurant, so I'm very impressed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. We try to give an opportunity to people to taste truffles for an affordable price, so we thought this soup with fresh truffles grated on top is the best way to have an introduction to truffles.
Well, you definitely succeeded.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mem. Enjoying your truffles. Where's mine? But we're here with Eric from 4EB. 4EB is a community radio station. 31 Digital is a community TV station. So it's nice to hook up with our community brothers here today at the Brisbane French Festival. Eric, tell us a little bit about 4EB.
So 4EB is a community radio with 52 different groups and different languages. So it goes from English with the Irish group to French and other communities and other languages. So we are here today at the Brisbane French Festival to represent the French community of the radio. So we are the French language group, not only for people from France, but all the French-speaking people. And so we broadcast in French, We broadcast in French every Saturday from 5 to 6 on 98.1 and from 6 to 7 on the Global Digital, which is the digital radio.
So would you say that your community station is a way of unifying the French community in Brisbane?
It's a way to communicate the French culture to people living in Brisbane and around.
Okay, so predominantly your audience would be French-speaking people?
We are both actually. We have French-speaking people who want to stay informed about their country or want to hear French on air in Brisbane. Or we have Australian people who are learning French at university, at school, with private teachers, and they want to hear French to help them to understand better, to practice their French. So we have those two different groups of people listening to the radio.
Well, that's it for another segment here for this town, Brisbane, down here at South Bank for the Brisbane French Festival. Mem, you enjoyed those truffles today, didn't you?
Of course I did. I especially enjoyed making you jealous.
Yeah, well, maybe next time. Maybe next year I'll be able to try the truffles. But thanks to the guards today for looking after us and our equipment. They had bigger and better tasks in the past. You know, revolution and whatnot.
Bastille Day.
Bastille Day, liberty.
Yes. Of course, that is very important.
Equality.
You cannot live in a free society without equality.
And the last one was fraternity, that unified getting together to reach goals of a high ideal.
I think the best person to explain this would be our local guard.
Our local guard will have the last word today here at Bastille Day, the Brisbane French Festival at Bastille Day here at South Bank. Over to the Revolutionary Guard for one final comment.
Vive l'Empereur!
Vive l'Empereur!
Vive l'Empereur!
Thank you.
Coming up, our very own Campo takes us behind the scenes of Octoburn.